I will skip the intro this week. We'll just get right into it. Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the Dread and Circus campaign, season 4, episode 12. That wasn't a question. It's episode 12. I'm your DM and host Marty, joined by the full Ontario crew. How is everyone doing? Hot mics, hot mics, hot mics.
Filters applied, filters applied.
Filters to full power, filters to full power.
I'm having a filter overload! Mute his mic, mute his mic.
The front filters are down, the front filters are down.
Intensify for firepower. It's too late! Alright. Life is still nerds. Nerds. look at all of you on my screen. Look at all so nerdy. All right, you two chat. You're a bunch of nerds for watching us as well. Welcome to the club. How's everyone doing on this fine? Is it Wednesday today? I don't know. Work's been so crazy for Marty.
It's Wednesday.
Okay, halfway. Okay.
Almost done the week.
Almost
Have
done
one
the
of
week.
those weeks.
Yep. Who wants to go first with the how'd you do?
I got back from Saskatchewan, which
Yep.
meant I didn't. I flew in. It was like wake up early to drive across the province to go to my nephew's track and field day, then like thing with one side of the family, thing with the other side of the family, like wake up, get on a plane, fly back, then go to a training thing at work. So it's been it feels like it's like one extended week. Although I saw my family, everything was good. My grandparents are, my remaining grandparents, which is a very good thing, are getting older, and that's an inevitability. But you know,
Lucas with
things
the
happen.
with the 13-month goal. Good to have you here, Lucas. Mark, are you doing ice cream? Wait, no. Did you drug them with the ice cream?
Nemi is babysitting.
Oh,
I'm giving him
Nemi's
advice.
two toddlers.
Oh, dude, iPads. Oh, wait, how old?
Toddler. The perfect age for iPads. They will learn whatever game. It doesn't have to be a good one. Give them Angry Birds.
You can just give him that. That'll work, yeah.
No, he was Nem's babysitting a couple toddlers. And so
Okay.
he gave them ice cream to keep them quiet, and I said, "Amateur," because that's you're giving them sugar. You're just you're hurting yourself.
You're delaying the
Then I
inevitable.
asked if he drugged the ice cream.
well, no. Let's not drug the ice cream then for toddlers. Thanks.
Marty,
Yes.
Marty, it's called psychopharma parenting, and it's just fine.
Psychopharma parenting. Make your fort saves. Just to bring it around back to gaming. Okay. Horrible. That's such a horrible joke. Nemi, don't do that.
We are not people who should watch them. No.
Oh my goodness, it's gonna be one of those nights tonight, I think.
We are being advised by our attorneys. I can't tell you to drug children, so apparently that's bad.
Damien's coming in. Hold on. Damien's coming in with big jokes. I discovered yesterday late night that I have poison ivy everywhere.
Sorry,
Hence
it's the everywhere.
the late start because I was getting cream applied everywhere. So if you don't know exactly, if you haven't cut plants in an area you've never cut before, or you're not sure of a plant, don't use a weed whacker. It sprays that shit everywhere.
Now,
You aerated poison ivy all over yourself is basically what you did,
Yeah, that's what he described.
and then failed your fort save.
Well,
Basically,
I
he
figured this
weaponized
out.
his lawn.
I figured this out. I apparently had it. I've had it before, like you know the ankle around
Yeah.
there. I've had it there before, but I never realized it was poison ivy until I had it bad. I'm like, oh my god, I know I've seen this before. Oh shit, that's what it was. And this apparently I got too much exposure, and it just my body's like, oh fuck it,
So Ahmed,
I need exterior help.
quick question.
Yes.
The area that you were
Well,
cleaning.
I have shorts and a shirt.
No,
Those are
not
good.
that area. The area with which the poison ivy was living. Do you
Yeah.
own that area?
Dad does.
Your dad does.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So do you think maybe your dad got you to do it because he knew?
No, Adam, remember the raccoon on top of the house?
Yeah, I remember the raccoon on top
Yeah,
of
he
the house.
doesn't know what poison ivy
He
is.
doesn't know what happens outside.
Actually, no, it's funny. I showed him like, look. He's like, look. I'm like, Dad, look, I got this here, I got this here. He's like, oh, I get that all over my legs. Okay.
Well,
Yes,
heads up, let me-
you got fucking. What magic item do you have?
So did you tell your dad why he's getting scars on, or like
Yeah, I told
welts
you
on
should
you?
probably get someone to clear out that part of the yard. I mean, it has to be his because I've never gotten it from my yard, so it has to be
Well,
his.
you also have kids running around back there.
Yeah,
They
no,
should
yeah.
be coming back coding something.
They learn.
The raccoon story is a funny story.
Toy Story is pretty funny.
So we were playing D&D. I was running the session. We were playing in Ottawa proper. Ahmed's place is like a 45-minute drive.
11 or midnight, I think.
It was
11.
7 o'clock at the first call.
No, was it? No, but that's not when I left. Adam? Is Adam frozen?
Yes.
No, Adam's
I
frozen.
was frozen there for a second. So it was 7 o'clock when we got the first call. So we just started. We just got food. We just ate. We're getting ready for like a good 6 hours of D&D.
6
We're gonna
hours.
have
We
everybody
played
there.
for 12, son.
This was we were playing with some of the guys that would leave early. So like 2 o'clock in the morning, something like that. So 7 o'clock. We just finished eating. Like pizza just arrived. Whatever. Ahmed gets a text. Ahmed gets this text and it's like, and then he sends a text back and he's like puts his phone down, and then he gets another text and he's like, fuck. And then there's a phone call, and then I was like, I gotta go, guys. And at this point, it's like 7:30. It's not dark outside. Why? Or sun's just going down. It's in the fall. Why do you have to go? There's a raccoon. It's like the fuck. They're fucking everywhere. We just loaded up on calories and caffeine. Like we've got Skittles and Coke and like Pepsi Power Attack Max and pizzas, and I was like, I gotta go. It's like, what the fuck do you mean you gotta go? There's a raccoon. So? I don't know if anybody's familiar with a raccoon. They're an oversized cat that eats garbage. They're a trash panda. Nobody cares. It's a raccoon. When Ahmed is getting these frantic phone calls from his dad that he's worried that the raccoon is going to eat their cats that are in the shed, that there's like a little house that they built for the cats specifically. But it's a house. The raccoon's gonna like the raccoon's there.
Who's
Like,
gotta be one hell of a thief to get in the house?
Dude, if we moved to fucking Egypt and saw, I don't know, a hyena or whatever the fuck they have over there, we'd probably freak out as well. It's a hyena. No, it's actually just a wild dog. It's just a wild dog. It's a fucking hyena.
So Ahmed, but it was
Even his
hilarious.
bites
It
are
was
not bad.
like, Ahmed had to go home. He had to go home to go chase a raccoon with a broom. Because
right.
there was no other way. There was no other solution to this problem.
There's more to that raccoon story, actually. There is more to that raccoon story.
Well, there was the epic raccoon battle, but we just were laughing for hours.
All right, why don't we start game? I think we got it in our system. Last game. Adam, I'm sure you've watched the episode already.
There was a session?
On Saturday.
I thought you guys said there was. Oh no!
All right.
What the fuck happened?
It was an Arlen story. It was an Arlen.
All right.
story.
Arlen, Sam, Godiva meet with Commissioner Kython to arrange the circus's final fights for the autumn season. Grizak returns to Terraslene. Barrack Tarn is missing, following the dinner with the Duke. Arlen, Phineas, Ratimer, and key members of the circus travel eastward using teleportation spells, arriving at the boiling lake of rainbows.
Well, we also met the Vindicators, or one of them, anyway.
What's a vindicator?
A Vindicator is from the Imperial gladiatorial team from the capital.
Oh.
They travel between worlds as gladiators, sponsored by the Church of the Five-Faced God.
They sound awesome.
They look pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, their leader's
One
a
of 'em.
paladin, which makes me go, let's stay away from them.
Oh, they're scary.
This paladin, however, was having a meeting with the commissioner, so I would have liked to have been a fly on the wall in that one.
I'm assuming everybody was real polite.
No,
No,
Godiva
no,
was
he's
not
not.
very polite. They tried to get out of her death match, and the commissioner refused after Godiva threw a little fit
Gave
in the
him the
office.
finger.
Yep. So that
Godiva's doing a death match with.
well,
Momo
with
Bloodbear.
3 gladiators from your circus against Momo Bloodbear, and three gladiators TBD from their Ludus.
And it's to the murder.
Yeah, it is to the death.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're in good hands, Godiva, because if you throw an Ugg and a salmon there, ain't nobody touching you.
There's an Ugg,
That's
salmon,
what
a good.
All right.
Exactly.
At the boiling Lake of Rainbows, chaos reigns at the camp of the newly converted as they lack true leadership. Arlen seeks to bring order to the camp and he and his allies confront a trio of corrupted beings deposited in the lake by an enemy of the faith. The group moves further eastward, leaving Vlauvang and Vivernus, and finally reaches the protectorate of Kafrania. There they begin their search for the hidden Tomb of Tular Seft, following the clues on the ancient Kafranian scroll. And let me just copy pasta what the scroll actually says. It roughly translates in High Kafranian, which is like hieroglyphics. In the shadow of white death, look to the hill that smokes. Look to the tiny tongue that feeds the great water snake. Below the ground, a confluence of the four is where I shall be interred, surrounded by the mightiest of elementals. And in my tomb I shall keep the grain of creation. But as each hour passes, I shall not sleep.
We have that somewhere in the journal, right? Or in the.
Could be.
Memorized
Ahmed memorized
Ahmed,
it.
you don't even know what you had for lunch.
I didn't have lunch.
Well, that's all right. You didn't know what you didn't have for lunch. Let's put that under party pages, maybe?
Yeah, let's
Sure.
go in party pages. Let's just put a.
So
No.
so the first half of that is Radimer and Phineas figured out. That's how we know where it is. And then we just have to. We're in the area where we think it is, and we're just trying to
Yeah.
more now.
So 3 days were spent, Arling going back to Terraslene via teleports to get the flying carpet, and then back. So there was a big kind of teleportation journey for a small group of people. Right now, you guys are in Kafrania, which is
Right here.
which is
Radimer's homeland.
yeah, it's Radimer's homeland. There are a lot of desert and arid areas in Kafrania. It is where the Order of Fossers has their temple at the mountain with False Peak. Radimer told you do not go there. You do not want to meet the people that are at the center of that order.
Don't look down.
That
I
makes me
wanna
really
go.
want to go see
This
them.
makes me want to go.
Traveling overland via overland flight spells, and then I guess using the carpet, you traveled from Crypthead, which is where you had your first match. You had teleported to that place, and there was some reminiscing between Sam, I think, said like, "Oh, it looks smaller,"
It looks smaller.
and you guys camped out in the wilderness for a while. Radimer seemed to be drawn to a place called Keke, which is his hometown on the shores of the Lake of Tears. He talked about a soul well that the Lake of Tears fills up after it was sealed long ago, and how there is still a crack in the soul well. He kind of wants to go back to speak to his grandparents. I think it was Grandmother Ghost and Grandfather Ghoul, I think were his...
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there was something important that actually forgot to tell Adam. We fought the first mythic creatures
Oh, yes.
and destroyed them. I destroyed 2, you destroyed 1.
The
They were 3
Oh,
spells.
Yeah, okay, I'll let you.
Arlen's been given a mission from by the dragon to go find and kill the creature that
No,
literally
bring back alive.
Oh,
is
sorry.
harder.
we said bring back alive the creature that literally pissed these mythic creatures into the lake.
No problemo.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that episode because
That's
this
the
is one of
cold
those
notes.
like, you know when you got these like little clues and they're out of context and you're like, the fuck is this?
Yes, yes.
Arlen
yes.
has a new thing floating above his head. It is called the Radiant Skull of the Boiled Man. He is the former high priest of the religion. He's like a will-o-wisp, but like a skull, kind of like that gives off light. And via legend lore, Phineas learned that he died about 200 years ago. He was the last high priest of this religion, following in an era called the Decline. You guys don't really know what that is, or you haven't really asked him any questions. He was slain by a gold dragon by the name of Ar Yamiri, who served the Heart of Gold, which you suspect is some sort of dwarf god that is located in the Twin Peaks of Avicea. They have set up, it is the last known dwarven kingdom, and the reason why it survives is that they ship regular shipments of gold to the Imperium. Like, they effectively are buying their freedom. You guys know that there's something called the Heart of Gold up there that is on par, perhaps, with the source beyond the light. Oh, the source behind the light, sorry.
Okay, so the Twin Peaks of Avicea are like
Way up here.
It's not
That is
I'm
also
already
where Grinthark, where Grizak believes Grinthark's sarcophagus
Grithark's in a
was
dragon
taken.
horde, and now we think he's in a gold dragon horde.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So we're not the heroes anymore.
I've made hints.
That's cool.
I have made hints of the Twin Mounts of Avicea a couple times. Of like there was a big a big draconic circle up there that got wiped out during the Imperial dragon hunts and that sort of thing. But okay, so that's a little bit of lore that got dropped your way. Right now, however, you are traveling up the river Serpentes towards a trio of truly magnificent mountains. One called the Black Mountain, one called the Mountain with the False Peak that you were told not to go to, and the third one called the Pale Mountain, which you guys believe is the same mountain that is referred to in the Shadow of White Death. Is another name for this mountain, or an ancient name for the Pale Mountain.
That peak doesn't look that false to me.
From this distance, you guys are kind of traveling and probably low to the ground because you're trying to find a place where hills that smoke, and you guys are thinking maybe some sort of like hot spring or some like geological feature in the ground. So you guys are traveling pretty low. This river seems to be quite ancient. It cuts in to create a massive canyon, and I'll show you the picture of the canyon in a minute here. And you can see the three mountains. Well, 60 miles. Actually, they're big enough that the furthest one you can probably see with a bit of haze on a clear day, which is today. And the mountain with the false peak seems to have a flat peak. It's as if some god or giant or some force long ago just simply sheared off the top of the mountain.
Okay.
Hey,
The Black Mountain is definitely darker in color, and the Pale Mountain does kind of eerily look white in the against the surrounding mountains. Locate object door. Maybe the Tomb of Tular Seft, the arch elementalist who is hiding the Doomsday Clock, might have had some sort of protections about it. You also suspect that the Doomsday Clock cannot be seen by the gods.
My fourth circle spell is more powerful than the gods. Gods wish they had fourth circle spells.
All right, so I'm gonna actually switch maps now that we have the idea of where we are. Save campaign, and then we will arrange the miniatures, including the new Radiant Skull,
Oh, I
Open
never built
campaign.
him.
No, I did.
Almighty, beautiful man.
I did last night. As a monster class, the higher level he goes, the less levels his monster class takes up, so he will level a little bit quicker as we go. I'm going to show a map called Serpentes Canyon. First, I'm going to make sure that I've got Fog of War up. I'm going to make it player visible, and then I'm going to show you the beautiful canyon. And force you guys there once I copy your tokens.
It's Serpentes.
Serpentes, yeah. All right, how are you flying? I'm going to need to grab the token for...
How grandiose is that cavern?
Yep. Vlauving, you left behind in Vivernus, because the second you got to Vivernus, he asked if he could go off to check out like what the current state of things are after being away for over 100 years. So you left him, you kind of dropped him off in Vivernus.
Does he have any sort of bluff or diplomacy, or
Probably not.
does he have any way of contacting us?
Arlen's sendings, and you know what inn he's staying at.
It's fun to do jailbreaks. That'll be
It's fun. Okay, so first I need flying carpet. Just type in carpet. I don't know if
I am not the ancient angry noble who was lost 2 centuries ago.
Okay, there is the gold dragon carpet, and then I need the radiant skull, which is fucking awesome token. There's the radiant skull, and you've got one of your lantern archons with you, right?
Yep. How fast can the radiance? Oh, let's see.
It flies at 50 perfect.
Oh, okay. 90.
And there's one of your Arlen's crown, which is small. Okay, so who is riding the carpet? I guess Arlen is.
How fast does the carpet go?
40.
It's overland flight.
So it goes faster than 40.
Well,
If
it
we're-
overlands at 80 and
Yeah.
it combat maneuvers at 40.
Okay, who has a overland? Oh, Beric Tarn is missing. He is not here.
Poor Barrack.
The chair, I guess, is just packed up in gear, I guess, or Ugg is carrying the chair. Who's got the overland flights? Go ahead and put what your daily spells are as you're traveling on your tokens.
Right. If
Adam, did you see the radiant skull?
Yes, pimp.
I'm zooming in now.
I'm looking at the character sheet. God damn. That's before invisibility. Oh,
Hey guy, how you doing? You seem pretty displeased with your life right now.
The joke has already been made, Arlen. This is what you get to look forward to in your afterlife.
Well, that was the question of what happens when you die. Apparently, you turn into a floaty, creepy skull.
All right, is anyone riding the carpet with Arlen, or is this just Arlen's locomotion?
Sam's gonna ride the carpet with her.
Okay.
The battle platform.
I thought we didn't. The only reason I brought the carpet is because we didn't have enough overland flights.
we don't.
Yeah, so we need.
Ugg will jump on as well.
Okay.
It is now a battle chariot.
Yep. And then Radimer and Phineas are overland flighting, I believe.
Does Phineas have his own, or
Radimer's got his own.
Okay, yeah, Phineas is overland for himself.
Does Radimer has seen visibility, right?
Good question.
He really should.
Ask a question that I should be able to just answer.
I don't know. You're playing Radimer tonight. He's got invisibility purge as a oracle spell.
Okay, and as a wizard,
He does have seen invisibility purge.
okay. Could he have? Sam would have asked him to cast one. Is that within his nature to Sam can hold a second circle spell, and in
Oh,
adventure
you guys have
mode-
been traveling for several days now, so I don't know if he's going to cast it.
No, it's a. I hold the charge. I'm like a wand.
Oh, yeah, he could definitely have
personal
during.
Oh, wait a sec. You know what? I might have.
'Cause that would be awesome.
Give me a second, because I think it's as per the ring of spell storing, which does do personal spells. But give me a second.
Yes, he will be willing to cast a spell for you.
Right. But Mark makes a very good point.
Okay, this map is fun, but it's hard to do perspective with the tokens. So you guys
Yeah,
are
fair enough.
flying up in the air. How high off the ground are you
Start
flying?
says huge, and we can slowly shake our tokens.
No. How high off the ground are you guys flying?
Maybe 20 feet over the water, maybe? We don't want to be seen, am I right?
Yeah, and you're kind of looking for something that's smoking. You don't really have much more than that. It's simply guesses. So you guys are flying about 20 feet off of the water. And it's middle of the day. This is 4 days into your 5-day block of adventuring. At this point in time, what I do need are perception checks from the whole lot of you.
Okay.
And do I have everyone? The party seems to have shrunk. Beric Tarn left. Vlauving stayed behind.
Vlauving-
And
back there.
Grizak is.
Oh,
And,
what's
and
her name?
Grizak is in
Godiva-
Terrace
Godiva's
Lane.
No,
not
Godiva.
there.
Oh, Godiva's not right. I thought it was feeling a little small.
Hey guys, I think Marty's worried about some encounter. That's okay. Grizak was around too long, so everything got strung.
And what is it called? The
True, yeah.
the unicorn thing. Mr. Prancy.
Okay, it says targeted spell, so I'll assume that just means not personal.
No, personal is still targeted. It's targeted at a specific person. Go ahead. That's fine.
Cool.
Yeah. Yes, Radimer is able to cast a spell. What does he just cast it into you, or
Yeah, it's a rogue talent. It's like the third in the train of the.
he makes a comment about very resourceful.
Yeah, I learned about magic. You've got the spells, they come from the plains, and then, I have enough to keep it in there. I even remembered after I got hit in the head.
Wonderful.
Sometimes I forget other things.
He's flying away from your further explanations and catching up to more highfalutin conversation as he's flying next to Phineas, chatting about stuff.
Yes, I've heard his explanation, but I don't have the heart to tell him what I think.
If only magecraft was so easy,
If only. Everyone would be doing it.
then we would need to find some other craft to prove our superiority.
I've taken up sculpting recently.
I've taken a liking to jewel craft after reading several books about how one stores souls.
Oh, really? Yes, I learned to craft rings a couple of months ago.
Okay, you guys are prattling on about the best
Magic
ways,
and storing energy.
the best way to do a cabochon cut of a gem or some bullshit like that. You guys don't know what they're talking about.
Not with a piece of jade.
Right. Godiva is flying on the giant pink Mr. Prancy Pants. How fast is Prancy Pants?
He only moves at 40 right now.
40, which I think everyone else is flying at 40 as well. So you guys are flying above the beautiful Serpentes River. You do see that.
Fancy pants fatigue?
Probably.
It's okay. A channel will get rid of that shit.
Okay. I'm just wondering if he's like a robot.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Like he's got a con score and all that.
Okay, perception checks.
Yes. Okay, so that is
I'm gonna see if you guys notice creeping along the tops of the canyon.
Sand people.
crown is 30. Not the crown. What's
26. That's exactly what I was thinking. And 22.
14.
Ew.
Okay.
fuck?
So due to distance and perhaps their shaggy fur and their armor,
Attacked by Ewoks.
you don't quite notice the huge group of
31
gnolls.
from the skull.
The skull actually says, Arlen, there are creatures in the heights.
Oh,
And if you zoom out, I'm going to start to play some gnolls that have taken interest in.
They're gonna start throwing poop at us.
In the likes of you.
yeah, I know you do.
That is a
They're
great
underused
many
words.
knolls.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think we're too far for them to attack us. Let's. Can we see them now, Marty?
Well, yeah. So the skull said, I think there are people in the hills or up on the canyon. And at this point,
Initiative.
no, the skull is going to react by casting a spell. In the surprise round, it wins. Its initiative is plus 13, I believe. It casts a shield spell. And the rest of you are like, what is that clicking along the ground? As a small rain shower of arrows is now falling down all over you guys. Let's see. There are approximately 30 some gnolls and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people plus the pony is 7. So I'm gonna say 4 arrows apiece. So Godiva, AC 18 is the highest. This is flat-footed AC.
Hang on.
Check it. Check your arrow, your
A
gloves.
lot
you
of
might
people have gloves of arrow snaring.
But
Yep.
you have to be aware of the
You
attack.
can't be
I don't
flat-footed.
know.
AC flat-footed 18.
Okay, you do get hit by one of the arrows, which is almost at this point falling as opposed to being fired down at you for 8 damage. Sam, I don't know if you can be caught flat-footed or not.
No, I can't.
Oh, one of the gnolls is going to make a dex check as he might be tumbling.
Fall your ass off the mountain, son. That's what you get.
Oh, whoops. D29. We're not playing the D29 system. It's a really odd system, very specialized. Okay, this gnoll slips a little bit, and he's going to try to climb. Like, you make a climb check to catch himself from falling. You know, he's actually dangling off the edge, so I'm going to give him a little prone mark. This one gnoll way up here got a little too close to the edge as he was firing. And it is now hanging on to the side. If you were up there and had a gnoll's eye view of what's going on, a couple of the other gnolls would be chuckling.
They're chaotic.
Yeah, if you're stupid enough to do that. All right, Sam, you don't get hit with an AC of 12.
No.
All right, Ugg. Who's playing Ugg tonight? I'm giving Radimer to Adam because Adam's played Radimer before. Mark, you're playing Ugg.
Sure.
Another gnoll. This one broke a bowstring.
Okay.
Ugg's flat-footed AC of 12 probably doesn't get him.
Should have
No,
done that.
no.
Okay, Arlen.
Yeah, 20's right here.
17-7. Oh, there's a 20. Does 17 flat-footed hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
You're prone. You're partial prone.
Yeah, you're
plus
sitting
two.
up, so that's
Oh,
-2. That's +2 to your.
Ranged AC.
Yeah.
It still probably hits you, but that's just
Okay, so if it does hit, that's 7 damage,
Hold
and
on,
then the critical,
16.
I'll roll to confirm.
17.
Does not confirm.
18, 19. No, my AC is 19.
Flat-footed.
I didn't get a chance to put it on, but I have running daily, mage armor, and my detect scrying.
so mage armor.
Mage armor would be
Mage armor does it.
14, and then partial prone would be 16, so that hit
No,
Ring.
my ring
is +2.
and my. Sorry, I'm flipping up and down to go through the
Ring and
things.
amulet.
So, 2 buckler and 1 deflection.
Okay, great. You do get hit by the nat 20, though, for max damage is 12.
How?
They're gonna make a perform check now.
For the gods.
Radimer. Oh, look at those ones against Radimer. 18, though, on the flat-footed AC. The reason why these have no bonuses is because they're at extreme range, and their bonuses are actually...
Radimer's AC is 12.
Oh, fuck. So he's going to get tagged by
Oh,
1.
wait a sec. He's got wait a sec. His armor of bones. How long does that last?
Hours. Armor bones last for 12 hours per day in 1 hour increments, plus 8 armor.
Okay, so yeah, we'll.
Yeah, he's
Right, if he's
he's traveling in potentially
so then
hostile
AC
territory.
19.
Okay, that misses, and then the two buffoons. Let's see, 5 and 9. So this guy right on the edge got a little too close. Let's see if he makes his check. He does. And then one of the guys on the top. Oh, this will be bad if he fails his dexterity check. He actually falls. And is now rolling down the hill. He's going to try to make a climb check. If he survives the fall, he fell down the cliff for 3d6 for 12 damage and is prone here. And 12 damage, I don't think kills one of these guys. Nope.
He just made a poop of himself.
Yep. The gnolls are kind of chuckling. And their hyena-like laughs. All right, we're not done with the arrow swarm. Phineas, what is your flat-footed AC, sir?
Flat-footed. Oh, let me check.
Another bowstring has snapped.
Very good at creating stuff for others.
Natural
Not so.
ones. There's a lot of ones in this 30 dice.
Yep. In this D29 system.
Yeah.
So that gnoll fell from there to there.
16.
Okay, they all miss. Phineas doesn't get hit, but it's obvious that a lot of arrows are coming your way, and now you guys look up and you could see that there's a hostile force arrayed along the side of the top of the canyon to the right side. As part of the surprise, there is one gnoll that strides forward and blows a horn, kind of announcing their presence, perhaps. Let's get that gnoll out onto the field. Of course, it's kind of indistinguishable from the others. If you were up there, you would see he was the really big gnoll, and he kind of strode forward and is blowing this horn.
Magnus is behind this.
Okay. At this point, I need real initiatives. I'm just going to roll a bunch of d20s and fill them in, if that's all right. 3, 6. I'm just going to count them. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I need 15 d20s.
I'm absolutely fine with this method of determining.
10, 9, 12, 4, 14, 3, 5, 6, 18, 7, 15, 13, 12, 11, and 4. I think I rolled too many. Cade and
I'm
Zeta
happy
are not
with
here.
Vlauving.
Vlauving is not here. I'm just going to nuke his initiative and move that 18 down. Okay, I'm going to sort and filter this. Phineas, you're the first to react to being attacked, strangely enough. Do I have the Radiant Skull in there? Yeah, the Radiant Skull rolled a 7 and goes next. So Phineas, you could see maybe 400 or 500 feet away that there are some shaggy-looking humanoids, kind of like pumping their bows in the air. Some of them are firing, and there's one with a horn.
Okay, he's going to cast Greater Invisibility on himself.
Okay, I'll give you the halo. And what level are you?
He's 12.
12 levels of invisibility, or 12 rounds. Go.
Alright, and he's going to fly towards the gnolls.
The problem.
Okay. Radiant Skull. Given that you don't know what this thing does yet, I will help you with its actions, Ahmed. So, it's already invisible. It's naturally invisible, so it could spend all day invisible.
Love that gnoll guy.
So this is his cohort?
Yep. It is going to protect itself from evil, casting protection from evil on itself. So.
Question: the highlighted or the orange text in the spells per day, is that what he's prepared?
No, that is coming from his oracle and his mystery. You can't swap them out. Is what is the reason why I'm highlighting that way.
Oh, okay. So, oracle and mystery cannot be swapped.
Yep.
But he can cast those. He doesn't have to prepare, right?
No, he's spontaneous.
Awesome.
Okay, he cast protection from evil on himself, and I will help you vanquish these foes. And is going to move 50 feet forward.
Forward, like down the river?
Yeah, just forward down the river, like getting closer to them. Arlen.
Okay. Arlen's going to...
Now, you're in charge of the carpet, so...
Yep.
It's probably a move to move the carpet.
So Arlen's going to cast...
Actually, let me have a look at the carpet description. It says verbal commands. Give me a second. Flying carpet. I think it's the first time this has been used in...
I thought it was a move action to command like a summoned creature.
The carpet is controlled by spoken directions once it's activated. Okay, it's free action to move the carpet. Go. Moving the carpet really fast, however, will impact like your spells. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. We'll do a. The haste doesn't impact me though, right? And it doesn't impact the fly. What's it called? The other spells that Radimer has up.
I have no idea what you're trying to say.
The fly spell that he has up. Does that haste impact that fly spell?
Yep.
Yes.
I don't think it'll impact the carpet though.
Yeah. Okay. Arlen's gonna do a shield on himself, and he's gonna free action tell the carpet to fly up. So it'll be like catch up with Phineas. So about there. So it's double move to get 40, right?
If you take a double move, you're gonna have to make a concentration check, DC 13.
I think I can already do these. Yes, I can. No, almost. Here. 20. Yeah, no problem.
Okay. So double move.
Haste?
I don't haste. I cast shield.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Go ahead and move the whole group of you.
I did.
On the carpet?
It'll move, but I'm moving up with Phineas, so
Okay.
I think it's
Great.
only 40 feet.
Great. So Arlen casts a spell and then moves the carpet. Ugh.
Ugg is Got the gloves. Yeah, he's just gonna wait to get up there. He can't really do much. I
Okay.
think.
There are strange shadowy forms. They look like lions with great bat wings and spiky tails. They have riders on their backs that are smaller looking gnolls, and there's a whole bunch of them that are flying out from above the cliff face.
I am so happy I am here in this game. We're fighting gnolls in a giant canyon. I just want a 6-shooter. Oh my god.
There are 6 of these manticores that are flying out. They're going to do a full-on move flash fly run. They fly at 50. So they were about 100 feet back, and they're going to get about 100 feet in.
Right for us.
Yeah, and I'm not going to put them in a fireball formation. They're kind of flying in a lightning bolt formation.
Marty, the arrow that came down and hit me, would that have to go through my blur?
Yeah, you have a constant blur effect, so we can
25%
not hit you
because of my amulet.
Okay, so there's a pack, a horde, a pride of manticores with gnolls with bows on their backs, and they're flying out with great urgency, and you can see that the one with the horn has stopped blowing and is sort of like waving them on. Godiva.
Do these things carry poison?
The bubbling of the Serpentes
Probably trying
River
to eat
below
us.
you.
Godiva is. Oh,
Flying on Prancy Pants.
yeah, she is going to. Damn it. Fly close enough to you guys. She's going to. So that's Prancy Pants. She is going to cast haste.
Okay, no 2 of which can be 30 feet apart, so it looks like you're hasting Prancy Pants, Godiva, Arlen, Ugg, and Sam.
Yeah.
You
And
ca-
she's going to start a bard song.
Okay, cool. What is the form of her bard
Can't
song?
see- Oh,
She's singing again.
Okay, and then
There must be more than this provincial life.
nice, nicely done.
Short tune.
What level is Godiva?
8th level.
8th level caster. Okay, haste is marked on the map. All right,
It's a +2/+2.
Yes.
the Carrion Warriors get to go again. This is them with their bows. It looks like one.
Armor rolled poopy on his initiative, I think.
This one is getting back up, and this one is collecting himself, and there's a few broken bowstrings, although more of them are getting ready. Some of them are coming further down the hill to the edge. Let's see. Closest person they can see is the carpet crew, the big fluffy thing.
Fluffers. That came out wrong.
Yeah, I think there are 4 arrows again on each of you. So, Arlen.
21 now.
Yeah, we're basically looking for that. 20s Ugg. No 20s, no hits there. Sam. They're aiming for Prancy Pants because now they've made a gnollish bet on who can hunt the weird beast. AC 19 is the highest.
Nope.
Okay, one of the arrows just kind of gets stuck in his fur a little bit. He makes a weird llama noise. I'm not sure what. Yeah, thanks. I will have to trust you on that one. And Radimer is also missed. Okay, so there's a bunch of arrows flying.
Fall down.
Oh yeah.
Fall down. Down you go.
No, it's not bad. He ends up kind of sliding down the hill a little bit, but and it is prone.
Pay for your
Pay for your insolence. The gnolls are half cheering, half firing in your general direction. It looks like they're very confident in the flying monstrosities that are heading your way. Sam, you're next to go.
Yuck. This is gonna be fun. We're going to enter our stance and use a move action to to grab ourselves grapple and greater grapple. And we're
getting down into the grabby stance.
Or do we want grapple and lunge? I think we might want lunge. I think we're actually going to do grapple lunge. And we're going to ready to grab something if it's in range. So we got grapple and lunge.
Okay. There is another manticore with a rider on it. This one is not streaking out towards the other area. It actually sort of flies up to the edge into view and is kind of like picking up in its claws this particular gnoll, the one with the horn. The horn was dropped, so it's in the process of flying and picking him up, kind of grabbing a hold of him. Looks like he's willingly going. Radimer.
This is irksome. They seem kind of clustered up there, don't they?
Yeah, there's a bunch of clusters. Like if you could fireball, there's a good cluster here. There's a good cluster up top.
Let's get
along
that
the
cluster
edge.
with the manicore and the guy being picked up and the guys with the arrows. Let's just fireball that.
Cast grease on him.
Radimer has fireballs.
He has a vocation. He doesn't. He's got. So we say fireballs. No, he's got fireball. Let's not go nuts here.
Got it. Okay, so that is 480 feet away.
And his fireballs are 400 plus 440 per cast. So.
Okay, so there's a nice little fireball that goes.
Wow.
You're like right up in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get him.
Get him. All right, so Radimer fires a fireball. This little orange pea goes shooting out of Radimer's hand, and then blossoms into this beautiful fireball at the top of the top of the ravine. Cool. And then I'm going to roll a bunch of reflex saves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of that number.
And the DC is 20.
Ooh. 6 at 1d20 plus 4. Okay, all but one made it. I need some damage.
Okay. Ooh, 28 damage.
28. Okay, so a bunch of them are falling and dying, or are unconscious. So five of them are unconscious. This one takes 10 damage. No, 14 damage. All right, the big guy. Makes a save and takes 14. The manticore failed by 1, really? Takes 28.
Does it make it fly check or does it crash into the mountain?
These things are derpy flyers. So let's get
derpy flyers.
Let's see.
Here.
Oh no, its fly is bad. If you're flying using wings and take damage while flying, you must make a fly check DC 10 to avoid losing 10 feet of altitude.
Yeah, when you're really close to the ground and somebody's in your claws.
All right, so its fly is +3.
Yeah, boy.
20. It made it.
Oh.
The fireball actually exploded under its wings.
Ah.
It's going up a little bit. And then the rider of the manticore that almost face tanked into the cliff makes his save and takes a little bit of damage.
Radimer's then gonna fly himself to. He wants to basically use the carpet as cover.
Okay, so you're flying underneath the carpet.
He's gonna go fly under the carpet.
Yeah, just put yourself kind of behind Sam, and that will represent underneath the carpet, using it as cover. That's pretty smart and a pretty Radimer thing to do. Carrion hunters on their beasts. They are firing their own arrows, and these guys are a bit better at this. After Radimer made himself a target, I guess they're going to fire down at. Well, they saw Godiva casting a spell, so I think they're going to target half on Prancy Pants, half on Godiva.
Ooh.
They are firing at +8, +1 from above, with longbows.
-8 for range.
Yeah, so they are firing at +1s.
They're bowling for 20.
Okay, this is on Godiva, and this is on Prancy Pants.
20 is bad.
Okay, so the 1 doesn't miss,
One
and
of 20.
and the 20 misses. Prancy Pants does take max damage, 12.
There is a fortune in bows. We are taking every composite longbow, and we're going to just make it a pile of them.
Yes.
And arm the barbarians in the north.
Sure.
Because we need somebody to buy the damn things.
Okay.
Just
The
weapon smugglers now.
the big thing that dropped his the horn is going to standard action, drink a potion, move action, take out a massive what looks like a hammer.
Yes.
The hammer has a really strange green like block for the business end of it. It's like an Earthbreaker maul, kind of like hammer.
Ahmed, we're fighting on your carpet. That's what's happening, dude.
Everyone's getting airwalk communal.
No, I'm not leaving the carpet. We're gonna fight on the carpet.
Okay, as part of a move, you can draw a weapon. So then he just simply grabs like a handle underneath the saddle, so the creature doesn't have to like continue lifting it.
We're gonna find out if.
Radiant Skull gets to go. The Radiant Skull is going to kind of glance back to Arlen. He then moves forward in the area that Arlen is headed. Are you heading up, Arlen?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna head straight up though.
Okay.
From this point, because I don't want to get. Well, I don't want to get the archers any more bonuses.
Yeah, the Radiant Skull is going to double move up.
Doesn't the double move? When you're going straight up, your double move.
Oh yeah, it's yeah. So he's going up and over, kind of thing. He's trying to get up. Arlen, what are you doing?
Isn't Phineas supposed to go?
Oh yeah, Phineas. Sorry.
Phineas is going to drink his extract and move another 40.
Okay.
Or sorry, not his extract, his cognitogen is what I meant.
Okay. Arlen.
I think I'm gonna fireball.
You
There
think?
we go.
Okay. Are you moving the carpet at all this round?
Yeah, let's go up so I can get more of these guys.
Are you doing double move? Okay. The DC of a double move is 13. What's your concentration check?
My concentration is plus 14.
Okay, so
No, I'm sorry, 15.
you can double move on the carpet and cast 4th level spells. Effectively, what we're saying.
Yes.
Or 5th.
Yeah.
All right, so where are you targeting the fireball?
On that chunk of
These
let's
guys?
see, these guys took a bunch of damage right up here.
Yeah, that one, that Manicore's got the boss man.
And then there's a whole bunch of archers, but they're not really doing that much damage. Let's aim at these guys again.
Okay.
They look important.
That'll learn him for being badass and being like, I'm gonna swing out there with my big hammer.
Actually, move over and you can get that other Manicore. You can get this Manicore as well. I think you can.
I don't think you can get both Manicores and the boss man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
So, yep, if you can.
You got it. Okay, so
There you go.
all right. So thanks for that. I got to roll a bunch of different saving throws. What is the DC of your fireball?
So, the DC for this is my third. So 4, 19.
Okay, this is the warrior on the. I need damage for the fireball. This is the warrior on the Manticore.
It's 10d6. Plus 10. 42.
Ooh. Ooh, he made his save, so he takes 21 and is bloodied. The Manticore is gonna suck. That is that Manticore. That one is that. Okay. Fails, takes 42,
Yeah.
and is bloodied as well. And what's the snickering? the plus 3.
Our asses have
Oh, okay. It doesn't have to descend because of the
Should've
fireball.
dropped the horn, buddy.
Yep.
You need that to cuss out the retreat.
Then we've got the Manticore boss, if you will, or the one that one made it save. Still takes 21 fire damage. 49. It's hurt bad, and it's got to make a fly check or descend 10 feet.
Crash.
It makes it.
Oh no. We will make you crash.
Then we've got the guy with the cool hammer who's hanging on to the bottom of the Manticore, being a boss, getting double fireballed in the same round. Rolls a nat 20. He does not have evasion.
Takes 20, whatever.
Yeah, 35 damage, and the fight hasn't started yet. And then the guy in the saddle. Where did he go? Oh, I moved
Time to break out the big
this
spells.
tab.
Oh, if Grizak was here.
Chain lightning.
Rolls a nat 20. 21 becomes 16. It's still impressive. Okay, that was Arlen. Ugh.
Ug's gonna give himself lunge and what would you use to unsaddle someone? Like bull rush or improved trip? Or trip?
Yeah, either one of those would work.
Okay,
I'm
well,
using grapple to do it. Grab you by
Grapple
the-
and move. Yeah, he grappled to
Yeah.
move. Oh, I see. You're setting up your feats with your
yeah.
with your brawler.
I'll go with so lunge and oh no, he's not high enough. So
The lance feats use bull rush for it, but yeah.
yeah, we'll go with improved bull rush.
Okay.
Plus, I don't think he's got combat expertise.
These things,
Improved
the
trip.
beasts are running, flying, and they're descending, so they go twice as fast.
Oh, I did want to move. Actually, I didn't get to move, but
Yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to move. stick out. Oh, I can't see.
They end up about there. The one that you rocked with the fireball is not running, flying. It's just moving a little slower.
Trying to walk it off.
Okay, the one with the priest. He's moving at the priest's turn. Okay. Godiva.
Godiva. Cast invisibility on herself.
We can still see you. Here's
I
a
can't.
unicorn.
I can see
unless-
the unicorn.
Unless the unicorn also gets in, that'd be cool.
No, a 10th level will get that feat.
They're coming! They're coming!
And then Mr. Prancy Pants is going to...
Is that a single move or a double move?
That's a double move.
Okay, you need to make a spellcraft check for your spell 10 plus spell level. Concentration check.
I think 10 plus spell levels 12. I think I make it automatically. I might
Oh,
be
it's
wrong.
just lesser invisibility.
Yeah, it's a lesser invisibility.
Okay.
Yeah, she automatically makes it.
All right, cool. Yeah, vigorous motion or whatever. But you put the lotion in the basket. All right, the carrion warriors. All right, these are all the guys that you're ignoring. Not fire. You're fireballing the leaders and not the guys with the bows. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16, with several snapped bowstrings, it's 30.
Oh, did that Manicore at the top of the hill move? Or did
He's moving at the priest's turn, or the leader's turn. Sorry. 30, and who can I still see? I can see the big cluster. I can still see the prancing thing. Where do the fireballs come from? The fireballs came from Radimer and from Arlen. So 15 arrows on Arlen.
No.
And 15 arrows on Radimer.
There's a 1 there.
And there's also 120. I'm going to confirm the 20 first. Not a critical hit. And then the 1. Probably a critical miss.
you made me bleed my own blood.
Does he have the gloves of arrow snatching?
I don't think he is considered a gladiator, but give me a second.
Okay,
He
Radimer got
does
hit
not.
for 9 damage.
He will pay for that.
He's also cursing Arlen moving away with the carpet. He's trying to get underneath the carpet, but
You're just going to get surrounded faster by moving towards them.
all right. Now it is Sam.
Sam is going to re-up his
Be right back.
lunging, ready to grab a guy and twist his head off.
Okay. Then it's the leader, whose tab keeps on disappearing. Why? There you are. I'm gonna check the range of a spell. And a range of a spell.
Because priests are cowardly like wizards.
Walls have to be fixed to the ground, don't they?
It depends on the wall.
Effect: wall of something something, or a ringed wall.
Fire?
Yeah, I think they have to be on. I think walls have to be on the ground. That's unfortunate.
Like Wall of Force doesn't. I don't know that one. Like the special text.
Okay. Looks like this guy is simply flying. And he's flying a bit quicker than the others. At double speed is 240. And then down. Down I can get a little bit farther. So he's actually out front. What about here? So it's the Manticore is dive bombing towards you, and there's a gnoll on its back. Its fur kind of flying back with the force of the wind. It looks like has all sorts of trinkets on him, and the gnoll on the back of the Manticore is wielding. Has got in one hand what looks like a pole arm that is on fire. The blade at the end of the pole arm is on fire, and on his left hand he has what looks like a shield made from the front half of a skull of a human.
How rude.
This round, it looks like he might have drank a potion or something, and that was their turn as they're trying to close the distance against the fireballers, which brings us to said fireballers. Radimer. I am not an evoker, is what he says.
I can evoke. I am not an evoker. Radimer is going to. I think integration has a range of 25 feet.
No, Phineas did skip, but went back. Phineas just drank a thing and moved forward, and then the Radiant Skull had just double moved forward. We're only on the second round.
Okay, Radimer. Well, we're going to use. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm good. You can arcade bond an opposition school, correct?
Are we hasted?
Some of you are.
Radimer's going to arcane bond a greater invisibility.
Okay.
Because that's one way to get that spell out without having to waste 2 slots.
He would have to spend 2 slots to get it back. I don't think you can arcane bond opposition.
I'll look it up on the side, and
Okay.
he'll cast a shield spell.
Okay.
And he'll cast a shield spell and retake his position underneath the carpet.
Yep. Then it's the hunters who are flying the beasts. The beasts flew really quickly, so they're not firing this round. It would be like pissing in the wind. And then the brute. The brute lets go. And is falling very slowly.
Is he now?
Is he wearing a ring?
Which means he falls at a mere 60 feet per round.
Get him, Skull. Get him. Get him and then move diagonally.
Cannot be used to cast from Wizard's opposition schools.
You're welcome. What a dick. All right. Talking about myself.
I also like to talk about my dick.
Okay, as a standard action, his strange cloak that looks like it's made out of wyvern wings catches air, and he's now flying. Okay, and he's got his his strange green-headed earthbreaker in both hands at this point in time. And he's roaring out at all of you.
Muted.
Phineas, top of the round. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to show you guys the initiative.
These are called jelly pigs. I got them from a Scandinavian bakery here in town, and they're quite delicious. They're like a sugary jelly-filled donut, except somehow they're full of grease. Like, the bag is slick with grease right now, and they're just delicious.
Someone's gonna run to the porcelain palace later.
Pretty much I go for.
There you go.
Phineas, what are you doing?
Alright. So he is flying, is he?
He is flying. It looks like the cloak that he's wearing is allowing him to fly.
Cast Dispel Magic on the cloak?
That would suppress a magic item for a chunk of time.
What an asshole. He's like, how dare you have nice things.
You later.
Yeah, let's have a look. I think I even put down the caster level of the cloak. The caster level of the cloak is 6.
Yep.
So give me a
32? Natural 20?
you just dispelled a 21st level caster's item. So I think for 1d4 rounds the item ceases to work.
I think it might be 10 minutes.
Brief.
1d4 rounds. No, you're right. 1d4 rounds.
3 rounds.
Now, an item that has multiple functions.
All the items' magical properties are suppressed for d4 rounds.
Okay, so it's his cloak that's also his ring of featherfall. Now, I am going to read, since dispelling a spell ends the effect, the subject can descend safely in this way if the fly spell is dispelled, not if negated by anti-magic field. So I think the subject floats downwards for 60 feet per round for 1d6 rounds. So give me a d6.
1.
Yeah, the fly magic does slowly dissipate, and it's kind of popping and crackling. Okay, for 2 rounds. Okay. He starts to descend like he was before, but he might just end up in the river.
Oh.
Oh no, that plan did not go to so fall
Might
and
not
fall.
end up in the river.
Radiant Skull. So the Radiant Skull's attack, it has to be in the square of the person it's attacking, Ahmed.
Okay.
It does have flyby attack, and it is invisible. So it's got mobility. It could also use some of its array spell. I think it's got Acid Splash if it didn't want to go into melee with something.
For now, let's just do the range, like fly. The thing's falling. Just fly out of his reach.
Okay.
And blast him.
All right. So you move. You appear. You blast him. He's flat-footed. So give me the range touch attack for an Acid Splash.
Hello?
A ranged touch attack.
Okay. I think it's plus 24.
You were speaking before about the green bars not showing up. I don't see Ahmed's green bars anymore.
No, I accidentally muted. So his range touch
Is plus 24.
Yeah, so 34.
All right, so give me a D3 and add the 1d6 sneak attack.
Can't he use his light?
No, that's a melee touch attack.
Oh, that's the way. So it's D3 plus 6. D6.
Pew, pew, pew.
Okay, so it does
5 damage.
5 damage. The guy has already got 35 damage and is now falling towards the river. He snarls at that. I'll show you. He's waving his hammer, but can't quite reach the skull because he's at the mercy of the failing fly spell. Arlen.
Okay, so knowledge. Are these things poisonous? The manticores.
Oh, give me a knowledge
Don't
arcana.
have it.
I'll
Oh,
make
Arcana,
gunshot
yeah.
it because the Vino Manticore.
Arlen is worried about himself. 11.
Okay, they are magical beasts, is what you think they're called manticores. You cannot tell whether their spines will be poisonous or not.
Okay, so he's gonna cast. Are these things poisonous? Three, two, one. All right, he's casting. Where are you? Delay poison communal.
Okay, I think that gets everyone in this little area. You want to mark on their tokens, delay poison, communal,
I'll put it on.
and then are you moving?
Yes. Let's move here. Just get on the carpet. Oh, you're using. Oh, you're using us as a shield.
I am under the carpet.
Now it is Ugg. Mark?
Mark.
Oh, actually,
I'm
could I have
assuming
moved us?
continues
get-
is ready.
Sorry, I moved us. Sorry. Arlen is doing. He should be coming right about here. Get him, Ugg.
Yeah, I'll go just ready for that guy to come within reach.
So you double move the carpet?
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna kind of probably end up. Yeah, you position yourself underneath him, so that he's gonna go right
Get
by
him,
Arlen,
Mark.
right by
Make sure
Arlen
you
and
reach him
Ugg.
before he reaches me.
We'll see. Carrion beasts. Yeah, they see a juicy target called Mr. Prancy Pants. They're all going to fly a single move, but down means they can get pretty close. This one flies over. This one flies over and down. And they I think the range. Oh yeah, they're well within range. Mr. Prancy Pants is getting a ton of tail spikes flicked his way, as all of the tails of the manticores are twitching, and the tail spikes, they unleash a volley of 4 spikes each as a standard action,
Okay.
with a range increment of 180 feet.
Whoa.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 20 tail spikes coming in towards Mr. Prancy Pants. Plus 1 from above.
Seriously.
25.
Okay, so there's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, no crits, no critical misses.
I'm going to try to negate one of those.
There is a one.
Was there a 1 in there? Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, the second last. Miss.
Okay, so this one accidentally descended 20 feet as it hit like an up current of wind, and it knocked it off a little bit.
Okay, Godiva's going to attempt a ride check to negate one of those hits.
Okay, just the first one, DC 28.
I rolled a 1. Shit.
All right,
Nope.
so how many hits did we say? 6?
5.
5. Is there any DR on Prancy Pants?
Nope.
Okay, so this is 5d6 plus 25 damage.
That looks like it hurt.
42 damage on Prancy Pants. Worse than the, not quite, but the arrows. So those are the carrion beasts. Godiva, your retort.
She casts Bark Skin on Mr. Prancy Pants.
Okay.
That was 2 damage. Alright. Mr. Prancy Pants.
Fox, I'm certain they'll eventually start shooting blanks.
Charge that guy. I just want to check if I got pounce.
It's going to the air to attack. I don't think we've seen, aside from a from a play wrestle with Sam, I don't think we've seen Prancy Pants fight.
Yep. There we go.
It's just like some oracle from the past. Who shall find the the doomsday clock? And it's like Godiva on a Prancy Pants. It's like too much drug, too much.
mushrooms
Yeah,
everywhere.
exactly.
That
That can't be right.
Alright, so 5 because
Oh, you messing with my spear again?
2 bite attacks.
My oracle shrooms.
So LSD just shoved it.
Yes. Alright,
Colors
so AC 17, 33,
Uh,
natural 20.
Their AC
20
is
and 29.
17.
So they're all hits, and one is a possible critical.
So what are these attacks?
Oh, they are 2 claw attacks,
It's got
a
claw
bite
hooves.
attack. Yeah, a bite attack, a gore attack, and an extra bite attack thanks to haste.
So 2 claws, a bite, a gore, and then another bite.
Yeah.
The thing was really nice, but its hooves have claws coming out of them, and it
Oh,
goes. It makes this horrible goat
Now,
noise, and there's just
these-
blood and fur everywhere.
Are there these things immune to fire?
No.
All right. Oh, I was gonna reroll that one attack. 27 is a critical, and 58 on the critical chart.
Sure. Okay, just let me get that out again. I had closed it stupidly. Okay, you can start rolling damage.
Okay.
58, I think, is a D52. Yeah. I'll roll the D52. 19. What kind of attack was the crit?
It looks like it was the gore, so a piercing.
Piercing does critical damage, and the target's speed is halved for 1d4 hours as you rip into its wing.
Okay, and it is critical damage.
Yep.
Did the rider try to dodge any of these?
Yeah, the rider will probably dodge the first one, or try to.
First one's not that hard to dodge, so.
It's plus 9.
I can't hear you.
He
guys.
rolls a nat
Nope.
1.
We hear you.
Okay, so
Rider's like, no! But the thing had slowed down a little bit to fling its spikes at Prancy Pants, and Prancy Pants came up and just is gonna murder light this thing.
I think Mark will be in trouble if Prancy Pants dies.
yes, I will. my wife is very fond of Mr. Prancy Pants. Plus, oh yeah, score.
Is it?
And this is the thing where
Plus,
there's a difference between our wives. If Gel died, Marty would be in trouble. That's an example of a beloved character.
okay, so this is why Mr. Prancy Pants is good against creatures with low ACs. 141 damage.
Oh, okay. So that's what's in store.
That would be called the kitchen sink.
Okay, the Manticore has 80 hit points. and you drop it to 161. It is. You basically, Prancy Pants is inside the Manticore at the end of this attack.
Oh, Mr. Prancy Pants, you disgusting! You spit that out of your mouth.
There's gore all over Godiva. Like, it was just sort of splattered all over Godiva. Godiva's going from, like, the Manticore bloody fur is in her mouth. The thing is dead. The thing is so dead. And then I guess
Where's the rider?
the
Yeah,
gnoll. The gnoll.
The last 5d6 was fire because all of her natural attacks have fire damage.
Okay, and then this gnoll hunter falls probably to his death 100 feet, and then rolls probably another. So give me 12d6 damage as this gnoll hunter has fallen.
40.
40. The gnoll hunter has 40 hit points, so he is kind of lying in that state that never happens, prone at the bottom of the ravine. Okay, Carrion warriors. They see that there's some yipping and hollering, and they're going to concentrate all their firepower on the flying death that is the Lamacorn. That's approximately 26 arrows coming your way.
It's horrific, Mark. It is truly a thing to behold.
Now we're down to 24 arrows because they don't keep care of their really good gear. There is 120 in there. I'll roll to confirm. Does not confirm. Mr. Prancy Pants takes 10 damage.
Can't you avoid that? Yeah.
And I don't think you added the 41 or so damage
No,
Prancy
I
Pants
didn't.
took from...
So that would be 54, and just took 10.
10, yep.
Godiva's gonna, as an immediate action, take that 10 instead of
Okay.
Mr. Prancy Pants.
Oh, and I'll just... The body of the Manticore is, like, strewn across the... right, it's kind of strewn across the the cliff face. Oh yeah, the gnolls saw you explode one of their beloved manticores, and they're yipping and hollering, and they're no longer chuckling. It sounds like war cries as they're trying to bring Prancy Pants down. Does anyone speak gnoll?
No.
How about abyssal?
Give me a second.
The moat translates.
Radimer speaks abyssal.
Okay. We should capture the beast and bring it to the mother. What the big gnoll says. Open its hide. They don't seem to be picky. Dead or alive is what the guy said. Speaking for reaction. Sam.
This guy's sort of floating down.
Yeah, he's floating down.
We're going to basically put Arlen on the other side of the cart,
Okay.
and we're going to go here.
You move action to kick Arlen off to the other side.
And we're going to...
I assume I twisted it as we moved wrong, right?
I
I'm not gonna
will...
stand there with a warhammer in my face.
I will ready to, with lunge, gonna grab the guy.
Ready? Okay.
Yep, with the defensive grab.
So they were concerned about the fireballers, but after seeing 140 damage come from the thing that's flying about 60 feet away, the priest and this particular manticore are kind of like moving forward ever so slightly. This manticore is going to fling his spines at Prancy Pants. His spines.
Where's the priest?
This guy right here.
Focus all firepower.
Yeah. We need to put one of you down. This is getting silly. This particular manticore's spines look like they are dripping with acid.
Well, I don't like that, Marty. I think you should have that manticore attack someone else. What happened to Ahmed?
Right here.
Oh, okay. I don't know. You disappeared.
All right, its spikes are at plus 11. 4 at 1d20 plus 11. AC 19, 15, 21, and 21.
They all miss.
Okay, bunch of spines. You kind of deke Prancy Pants off to the side. A bunch of spines go flying, and yeah, you caught a little drip of one of them, sort of singed the side of Prancy Pants. And then the priest is going to call down a column of flame over top of Godiva and Prancy Pants. Yeah. And he screams out, "Oh, great mother of monsters, bring me your fire!"
Did nobody else catch that?
Mother of monsters.
Maybe this
What?
is what.
You son of
You
a...
know, it's all good, man. Mother monsters, she's just a side chick, you know.
As he called out to her in a divine way.
A little bit strange to the side. I banged a god first. First to bang a god. Woo!
All right, the
Well,
gnoll.
your booty calls about to kill our
Or scruticorn,
resident-
like your.
our scruticorn.
Okay, the DC of the reflex save is 20.
All right. Godiva. Alright, so Godiva's plus 13. Godiva makes it
Okay.
for half, and
She doesn't have any fire resist or anything like
No.
that.
Lead on, adventurer.
no, and
Awaits.
Drakester, how's it going? 18 months, man. Wow,
no,
it's been a
18
long
doesn't
time.
make it. That's it for Mr. Fancy Pants, I'm thinking.
This gnollish priest just called out to the mother of monsters to smite Godiva and Prancy Pants with a flame strike. Yes.
How much damage is that?
Dumage, I'm looking up, is it 1d6? I'm looking up the cap. It
How
is
many-
up to
what's the
15.
strength stats have?
Not many left.
How many
Like
does
what?
Godiva have?
Godiva's, I'm not even sure.
Okay, that was a pretty shitty roll for 11d6, but 31 damage.
Alright, so she takes.
Mama drama.
Mama drama.
It's
I
half
made it.
half fire, half profane damage.
So she's at 33.
You scratch my back, Radimer scratches yours.
And how much damage, Marty?
31.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Do you have Featherfall?
I don't think so. 31?
31.
Yeah. Mr. Prancy Pants disappears into the ether.
Okay. Leaving Godiva. Whoops. I just put it.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
And then Godiva, where is she? She's so small that she's kind of blended into the background. Okay, and then she falls to the ground. Does she have any?
Nope. To
That
try
looks
to
like
gain
she
a
hits the
strength.
ground at 70 feet.
Yeah.
Give us
So
a second here. Featherfall is ranged, but I think it's 30-foot range.
Close.
I don't even know if it's close.
I don't
Oh.
think I have that spell.
It is close. So, do they? No. Wait a sec. She is. Oh, never mind. Stop measuring to the dead things. Yeah, no, she's way out there.
okay, she takes 19 damage from the fall,
Oh, shit.
That is some lucky ass rolling, son.
and then she rolls actually only one square away, kind of like sliding in the embankment.
I think I've done my part.
And she's still invisible too, right? So
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna have a nap here.
she's still awake, actually.
and she's prone because she took damage from a fall.
Mr. Prancy Pants. Oh no.
Now they're looking at the carpet full of these casters. Speaking of casters, Radimer. You ignored Radimer for a round.
Yep. Radimer is going to fly forward.
Okay, is he going underneath the carpet?
Yeah, we'll go underneath the carpet.
Okay.
And we'll just in range to enervate Garvac.
The falling guy with the hammer is like, oh, swinging it around, getting ready.
We're just gonna chill him out a little bit.
Okay, his touch AC as he's falling, the fly spell dispelled and puttering out. Touch AC is a whopping 12.
16.
Oh, rage 10. Okay, he is negated of 3 levels. That is significant. Neg 3. Radimer blasts this horrible necrotic energy towards him. A bunch of his fur turns white along one side, and you can see these like almost pulsating blue veins coming through the part of his skin. Carrion hunters. Okay, these are the ones that... Oh, that manticore didn't move last round. The manticores didn't move very far, so they can use them as platforms. They're getting a little bit closer. The priest is either going to hit the guy who fireballed, which is 1 on Arlen, or actually, yeah, Radimer's underneath the carpet, so they're going to fire on Arlen.
Get him. I mean, no, don't get him.
Alright, they are +1 from above. They are in second range increment, and Arlen, you are a full-blooded elf, not human, so their favorite enemy does not apply. Yeah, they didn't grow up on hunting elves. Unfortunate. 4 at 1d... No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 at 1d20 plus 8 plus 1 from above, minus 2 for... range. You see 24 and 22.
Okay. 25% mischance. My AC is
20 25 because of the shadowy amulet that the light priest wears.
20,
Missed.
Yeah.
And AC 22.
22 is all I think it's a hit. Recalculating. 2 from that. 19, 20, 21. It's 21.
Okay, so you got hit by one of the arrows.
So I'm gonna use the gloves and catch it.
Okay, and that's automatic.
Yeah, it's arrows.
Okay, so you managed to kind of like stick up your hand. You got an arrow in your hand. So whoa! You would have taken 5 damage. That was the hunter's go. The brute. He's floating down. He's got a ready to action as well. He's gonna just wall up Sam, so he does not have reach. So you go first. You're also in quicker than him in initiative, so.
Yoink.
Ugg and Sam go first, right? Because they're beside each other.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. Ugg he's coming down. Yeah. So if we do this, so Ugg reach at 10 feet away. Okay, so then Ugg actually goes first.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
He had a ready to action, right? Ugg.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. He's gonna rage, I guess. Which rage and haste is +1, and bard song is still going.
Sorry, apparently my street is blowing up or something.
Don't mind me, I'm laying here taking a nap. Go get him, boys.
He's like ready to attack with his 2-handed weapon. that is
Plus
dripping acid.
2.
Oh, I'm downtown Seattle, or Capitol Hill, Seattle. So a 1 misses.
Yeah,
For Ugg?
I would imagine. I'm gonna roll again to see if it's critical.
No,
It was a CMD.
it's a grapple, so
Oh,
don't worry about it. I will lower your initiative to the same thing as the brute, though.
alright.
What about a 29?
29. This is also a grapple.
Yep.
$28.
Then,
You hit him.
okay, pull him into my loving embrace.
Okay, so you.
I got you. Don't worry, I got you. I got you.
Ruining his attack. He's got a 2-handed weapon in his hand.
Your hammer's too big, boy. Don't worry, I got you.
Okay,
Just
so
leave your magic items on the carpet.
so he can bite though.
Oh God.
So he's got really nasty gnoll teeth. He is not fleas. He is trying to bite you.
I don't think this particular group's that fond of fleas anyway, so...
Yeah.
Negative level. The CMD or the negative levels also affect CMD.
Oh yeah, then it's like really shitty. It was 3 less.
Just checking.
Okay, this is a primary bite.
Oh.
So 7 plus 9, 10.
You know I'm taking.
17 minus 3, so 14. AC 32 with the bite, minus I think a couple. No, it's actually fine in grapple. AC 32.
My nope. My base AC is 33, and then you add stuff to it.
Okay, so you kind of you kind of ended up like in his face and wrapping your arms around him. He's trying to bite in your face, and you're pushing him back, but still grappling him, and you're all tangled. You're all tangled up in.
So my
in
AC
this
is 33. It becomes 31 because I use the lunge feat. That's minus 2 AC. Then I add my defensively. So okay, yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay.
Just close though.
So that was a ready to action grapple, and he's basically beside you. However, when his fly spell runs out, he may be falling, and then you'll have a decision to make, I guess, if you're in charge of that grapple. Phineas, what are you doing?
Phineas is going to fly here. Flying to here, and he's going to ready an action to cast a spell to disrupt the priest if he tries to cast another spell.
Look at you being the caster. Radiant Skull. Ahmed? It can turn invisible as a move action, just as an FYI.
Yeah, sure. It go invisible and range one of the manticores. Well,
Okay.
it range one of the manticores, then go invisible. And then 5-foot step.
Okay, I don't think Acid Splash has that type of range.
Is it only acid? I thought I could do like a light.
No, again, his light attack is only a melee touch attack,
He does like
and he's a tiny skull, so he has to actually be in someone's square. But I'm also giving him dex to damage, so if he pulls it off, he's doing like D6 plus 13 plus sneak attack that bypasses all damage reduction.
that's pretty good.
Yeah. 50-foot move. Oops. What's his range? God damn it, Chewbacca. Nope. He'll wait for one of the manticores to come close, and then next round he doesn't have lightning bolt. Still low level.
Yeah, he's an Arlen cohort, so he's equivalent to
He'll
the.
acid splash, go
Actually
invisible.
built him as if Arlen leveled already, so he's 1 level higher than he should be. And there's his stuff.
He'll acid splash and go invis.
Okay, Acid Splash does not have the range to hit anything.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay, we'll go in.
Oh, sorry. You could try to hit Garvac, the big brute. You will be firing at Amelie. There's a chance that you hit Ugg or Sam.
That's fine. 32.
Yeah, you touch. Did he go invisible first or not?
No, he didn't. So
Okay.
it's D3.
So D3.
Fury damage.
Which just pisses off the raging gnoll that is in Sam's loving embrace. Arlen, what are you doing?
See, there's a lot of badness right above us.
Yeah.
He's looking at Radimer. He's looking at himself. Looking at
Well,
Radimer.
looking at Radimer, you have to look under the carpet. Radimer is just got a grin on his face as he's preparing his next horrible Uki spell.
Oh, they're getting close enough for the ook. Oh, get in here. Let's see what happens when we, like, bone shatter the Manticore.
Yeah. Yeah, Arlen doesn't want to receive any of thatness in the sky. He's gonna cast.
Well, right now you got this struggle between Sam and the
they've got
and the
that guy.
Garvac,
He's mush.
which is causing the carpet to kind of wobble, and
Okay, so you know
there's
what?
there's a grapple
Why don't
half
we-
on and half off the carpet.
Why don't we actually move down, move the carpet down?
Friends going, hey.
Hey, hey, hey,
How
hey.
high off the ground are we?
You guys are about 30 feet off the ground.
And Radimer's below us.
Yeah, Radimer's immediately below the carpet.
Yeah, we're going down. I'm gonna go 25 feet. I don't want to smush him.
Okay, Radimer just rides with the carpet. He's just going to get pushed with the carpet. The Garvac doesn't have anything to push off against to stop him from moving.
Yeah.
This it's
Arlen's gonna cast
Yeah, that's fine.
invisibility on himself,
okay.
It's like the involuntary movement. I'm on a platform. Is he considered part of my platform?
and
Yeah.
the crown is going to
fine.
try to hit him twice.
As long as we don't abuse it later.
He should probably. There should probably be a contested check for
What is his
another
AC?
grapple, but I don't. What are you doing?
Oh, the crown is gonna attack him twice.
Okay, so the crown's going.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
Oh god, I think what do we had +3, so 20.
hits,
Okay, and then the 9 becomes a 12, so that one misses.
misses everything.
Okay, so the 20 is 1d6.
Okay, flashes of light are out of the
4.
out of the lantern archon.
Arlen's doing his part.
Okay, the carpet's 5 feet off the ground. Ugh.
Fucking pulling 140 damage.
Ugg is going to ready an action for Sam to pin the guy.
Ready a
What
coup de
action
grace.
would that be?
Okay. Carrion beasts. Oh, we're back around again. We can't see anyone. Fuck. Can't see Phineas. Can't see the Radiant Skull. We kind of know something's around there, though. We could see this floating thing. We could see Sam, Ugg, and Radimer's under the carpet. So they are descending. Flying down.
Yes. Walking into my trap.
They're getting pretty close, Phineas. They're gonna start flinging their bolts at Sam and Ugg, I guess, which is really dangerous with their.
Question, Marty. Couldn't the moat be right here or something?
You mean in front
Yeah,
of him?
it could. Yeah, it could. Okay. Looks like Sam and Ugg are getting some of this, and so is the Arlen crown.
Do they have precise shot?
That's a good question. No, they really don't care about other people.
Okay, so that big dude's not gonna have a good day then, probably.
The problem is missing Sam within 4 is really hard for them to do.
Yeah, that's true.
missing Sam within 4 is them rolling a 20, which means they hit Sam.
Right. All right. So yeah, let's do half on Sam. 8 shots on Sam, 8 shots on Ugg, 4 shots on the Archon. So
So I'm AC 35 right now with the grapple and the lunge.
okay. And they don't have.
AC 39 with the precise shot thing.
Yeah, I already added the precise shot onto their attack. Okay. So AC 24 is the highest.
No.
Not within 4. Okay. The carpet's kind of descending a little bit, like on a. It's kind of slicing through the air and on an angle, and all those miss.
Hey, they're throwing stuff at us.
Ugg is getting a bunch. 15, 11, 12, 22, 24, 6, and 6.
Nope. Not one there.
Oh, a 93 on the crit miss.
Oh.
Roll to hit self. Huh. Tail spikes goes through its own wing.
Flying line with a shotgun in its ass.
Plus 9. Hit itself exactly. So yeah, one of these.
A Greek guy who may or may not have been kind of high at the time.
Buckshot, that's what it needs.
Okay. And then the other critical miss is a 32. It's not holding anything, so that's not a big deal. Godiva.
She is going to summon a pteranodon.
A what now?
A pteranodon.
Is that like the big bird dinosaur?
Yes. She sends it up at Manticore 1.
Is this Mr. Flappy
Can you
Pants?
spell Pteranodon? You just spell it out so I can copy past it and see if I've got a token.
P-T-E.
Oh.
It's one of those words.
Yeah.
It's pneumonia. When I was a kid, my dad was a jerk, and I'm like, I don't know, what does pneumonia mean? He says, look it up, because that's what you always say. And look it up at that point meant go through the encyclopedias. It took a long time to find pneumonia.
Yeah. Well, I'm spelling my name, I like to say.
You know what? I have a
As in pterodactyl?
pterosaur, which is close enough. So how big is it?
Sure. It is a large animal. Large.
Okay. Where's it appearing?
About 40 feet away from Godiva, and it flies up at, yeah.
And you summon this as a standard?
As a standard. Yeah.
Summoner.
Yep.
Summoner.
And
Oh, it's like a pterodactyl thing.
yeah, basically. It's got plus 9. Charge. So plus 11. Not with a 14 though.
Misses. The Carrion Warriors. Well, the guys with the bows. I think they see a struggle and everyone kind of coming in. I don't think they're unloading. I think they're all going to take a ready to action. It's too close to their beloved Garvak with his great hammer and the manticores that were gifted to them by the mother of monsters. Looks like Sam had a ready to action which dropped to the same as the brute. The same with Ugg. I'm going to reorder.
Yep.
Okay, carrion warriors have a readied action. Then it's the priest, then Radimer. Okay. Priest sees a bunch of invisible folks. He's going to cast a spell. Spellcraft check, DC 21.
So he's casting a spell.
He's casting a spell. He's casting Invisibility Purge.
He's casting the purge.
Okay, so I'm going to disrupt his spell with my spell.